The banishment will be decided by the hands of fate.
What does that mean?
I feel like you need like algebra A-level or something to be able to do some of the tasks the best of times.
They're wasting murders.
Yeah, well, when you know, you know. And I was like, you're 16. What do you know about anything?
Like, honestly.
God, I feel over the hill. Do you know what I mean right now?
Perfect TV to fall asleep to. Nothing really happens.
I think she's probably quite beige and boring.
Nicole Scherzinger doesn't strike me as the kind of person that wears a watch either. This is Showbiz Fix, your destination for the inside scoop on all our celebrity exclusives and the biggest entertainment stories you're talking about this week. We've got a Nicole Scherzinger exclusive, some Fury family gossip, but for now, the time for all other talk is over. Let's get into last night's episode of the Celebrity Traitors, especially now I've banished Hal, that traitor who sat in this seat for 2 weeks.
They care about their cloaks, don't they?
I know. I mean, I'm back from my Holly Bobs and I'm thrilled to be able to be here talking about the traitors. Last night's episode was an absolute banger. Neither of you watched it because you were out living life.
Living the dream.
We were.
But basically, it was a show first. It was history making. For the first time ever, the round table ended on a tie. They re-voted, and then it was tied again. So Claudia, in an absolutely fabulous move, said, "The banishment will be decided by the hands of fate."
What does that mean?
The producers getting a bit of a
Mic drop. Claudia turns on her heel and stomps out. Kate Garraway, the ham, "Oh my God," etc., etc. So I've done my due diligence here and I'm going to dive into the theories of what could happen in tonight's episode. And I want you guys to tell me if you think this will work or not work.
who's on the chopping block? Anyone?
Right, great question, Jack.
That's all right.
It's Mark, Line of Duty Mark, and telehistorian David. So
Do you know what? I'd banish them both. They're both
No.
both non-characters in my opinion.
Mark's amazing. He's all like,
yeah, Mark's absolutely integral player, but David is starting to show his mettle as well. So look, theories, here we go. I've done my work here. So USA Series 3, Danielle and Ivor, you know them.
Oh yeah, big fans. I love Daniel.
Love Danielle and Ivor. Same situation, and they were told that if the second vote was a tie, it would be decided by chance. So same situation.
Yeah.
However, they managed to settle it on the next vote, so nothing was put into play in terms of what this chance looks like. So that's unhelpful. Okay, next thing, Belgium version. Only the player who didn't vote for one of the tied is allowed to vote, and that solved it for them. So that would mean someone who didn't vote for Mark or David. And then Portuguese version, the tied players become ineligible for vote.
what does that mean?
It means that they do another round of votes,
Okay.
but you couldn't vote for Mark or David.
Why?
Pointless.
Oh, it's giving me a headache. I think it's about some of the tasks though. Like, I feel like you need like algebra A-level or something to be able to do some of the tasks the best of times.
And we don't have that.
I do not.
I do.
And then the other suggestion is that it should be decided by the number of votes across the series so far for that person.
I mean, neither of them are traitors. Get them both out.
So you think both of them?
Well, I love Mark, so I'd like him to stay.
Okay.
But,
I'd be make it a double, easy. But the thing is, they love an overcomplicated thing on the traitors.
So this is what I was just going to say. Claudia says it's the hands of fate. We know that Traitors Styly, this is going to be, you know, the full moon is rising and the owl is from the West Wing. What do we think is going to happen? It's not going to be a coin flip, is it? Far too easy.
I think, what about that last series? Well, not the celebrity one, but they went and played cards in the woods or something. I feel like they might do something like that.
The death card.
they did go play. Take them out to the woods.
Yeah, so coin flip. What else could this be?
It's not going to be a coin flip.
Could the seer come in and see the future and say, I see this one should go?
Get Paloma back in. That would be a really good twist because
She's
she'd
dead.
say Alan. So anyway, we're all going to find out tonight. Who are you loving so far? What's been your theories? Who you backing?
Do you know what? Like, I want traitors to win because I want Alan to win because it's just funny, right? And I always, to be honest with you, want a traitor to win on the show because I feel like that's you want to back him. You want a traitor to win. I mean, it is the Alan Carr show. Let's be honest. So
Okay.
yeah.
Kelly?
I obviously love my girl Kate. Like, she was on the cover of Fabulous. She is great fun. I don't want. I want the Traitors. I do want Alan to win, but I'm hoping Kate sticks around for a
Kate's
bit.
never going to win.
No,
No offense, she's just there for the Hollywood.
I don't want her to win. I just want her to have a nice time.
Fair, because she said this to you when you had a
Yes.
chat, didn't she? What did she say?
Well, she said that basically, obviously, she tragically lost her husband in 2024. And she said that it was the first time she sort of had some time out from like minding the kids to like think about that. And yeah, because it was a month up in the castle. But I think they actually stayed in the castle once they got off. Like she was there, I think, the whole time.
Was she?
I think so.
That's a spoiler. That might mean that she stays there for quite a long time.
I'm not 100%, but she did say she was away for a month.
alert! Spoiler alert!
I think she said she was there a month. But I don't know.
Oh, I love that.
Gosh, oh, sorry. Sorry if I've ruined it.
No. But I love how Kate, despite having no opinions, no theories, no strategies, somehow has become one of the main characters just by being a total ham, as she calls it.
But that's the secret. The secret of Traitors is to be a bit like you don't know what's going on.
I'd never heard this word ham. When she said it, I literally, everyone seemed to know what this phrase meant, but I didn't.
Like hammy, like a bit.
You know, ham it up. Is she like that in real life though, Kate?
Yes, she's so fun. Like that thing, like she is a total have a little vino, have a gossip with kind of girl. Like I really like her. I think she's great and she loves the show. So I think she's really enjoying the show. That's the thing.
Because I wonder whether she does love the show because she doesn't really seem to know what's going on.
Well, she says she watches it.
She watches it via, maybe she's like, I watch Made in Chelsea where it's like a clip on the internet.
Nah.
One person who didn't love Kate Garraway was Tom Daley. I love all the memes and the Tom Daley side eye. I know this is like 2 weeks ago's news, is still iconic. And I saw an interview that he gave on Uncloaked, do you know, the little companion show?
Yeah.
Where he was like, the problem I've got with the use of flabbergasted as a word is like, get with the times, Kate. Nowadays it would be flabby G.
I might have an issue with that.
That sounds
We don't need to
rude.
we don't need to abbreviate everything, Daily.
And it just made me laugh so much. The other thing that happened on Uncloaked last night, because you know me, working hard, watching all the stuff, is Charlotte Church was on reacting to her murder. Spoiler alert, she went. And she was not surprised in any way about who the traitors were. And I was like, but...
She never said it.
She never knew who they were.
So she'd already said she thought it might be Jonathan, so she wasn't surprised by that. But then when she saw Kat, she was like, oh yeah. She saw Alan, oh yeah. And I was just like, oh, it's benefit of hindsight, isn't it? But what did really make me laugh is a lot of people in the opening episode noticed that when Charlotte was digging her grave, she's got quite an impressive baps.
Well endowed.
Yes.
Bappy G's. And Charlotte said that when she's been out in public, a lot of people are coming up to her and talking to her about her boobs because of this. And she was like, I did not see this coming. the like real best supporting actor of this would be my boobs. Girls, as she called them.
The girls did steal the show. Even my dad was like, whoa.
Well, I think that's prime dad territory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't,
No offence to Mr.
We were sat
Harper.
watching it, but I didn't go look at him. I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
But I just love that. The other thing that she said in her exit interview was that she's been a showbiz recluse for years, Charlotte. She sort of really came away from fame and didn't really do much unless she enjoyed it, like The Masked Singer. And she said, actually, this has made her love celebrities again. She was like, actually, they're all really interesting, extraordinary people, and I've been judging them too harshly.
Bring back her pop career. Some absolute bangers.
I know, justice for Crazy Chick.
She hates Crazy Chick, doesn't she?
She hates it, but she shouldn't.
hates
It's
it.
great.
Why does she
I
hate
remember seeing
Crazy
it-
Chick?
Mighty Hoopla. We were there all till about 1 a.m. and we were all chanting, do Crazy Chick. She didn't do Crazy Chick because she doesn't like it. I don't know what's offended her by it, but give the fans what they want,
She doesn't feel like a crazy chick anymore, clearly.
Oh, yeah, but we've all got the crazy chick inside of us.
I mean, yeah.
I love it. So I have got, obviously I'm really deep in Traitors, so forgive me if this gets a bit technical. I've got two fundamental problems with the series as it reaches its midpoint. The Traitors seem to have forgotten that they shouldn't be murdering people who are likely to get banished. They're wasting murders on people that already had heat on them. So Tom Daley was already being a bit mouthy. He would have got banished. I feel like they're completely forgetting that this is a strategy point.
But are they not? Is their strategy not just to cause havoc? And then people are like thrown?
I mean, and arguably they're doing a great job, aren't they? It's not like they're...
Well, they're not getting banished.
Yeah.
All three are still there, to be fair. I thought
Yeah.
Jonathan was a goner. But
Yeah.
So that's my problem number one. Problem number two is that the faithfuls are just going on vibes.
Yeah.
They're like, they'd be a great traitor. You know, they're a Sagittarius vegetarian. They'd be great at that. And it's like, no, they don't get to pick being a traitor. It's not picked.
Yeah.
You know, go on what you know, which is, for example, you know, Jonathan made this comment about allies, alliance, whatever you want to see it. You know, people have made mistakes and nobody's spotting them because they're too busy going on the vibe. And I think this is a fundamental problem of this because they all know each other. And that doesn't happen in the normal traitors because certainly at the early days, they don't really know each other.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're all going, Celia's so lovely, she could never be one, etc.
But then that happens in the American one. They all know each other and they really do form alliances because it's all like the big brother people go against the housewives and all this. So
yeah, because they're proper game players.
they play it much more strategically. The UK, we're all like, having fun.
Yeah, this is what I think is going to happen. And this theory comes via Harry Clark, the best traitor of them all, Series 2 winner. He thinks that Alan and Kat are going to backstab Jonathan.
Yeah.
Clearly, they'll recruit someone like Kate Garraway because she's already got the heat on her.
And she's been there for a month, so she wins.
Throw her under the bus.
Well, that's what they need. They need they need to sacrifice. They're getting to the stage they need to sacrifice a traitor.
Yeah, absolutely.
They need to get one.
Yeah, because the faithful want to kill. And then Alan can just ride all the way with Kat and then throw Kat under the bus, say she was obviously the mastermind because I'm not capable of that sort of thing. That was quite a good Alan Carr impression, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm backing the tanked up Rosé Hun for the win. I just love that he's like, oh.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think he's great, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Someone that you loved that you've interviewed recently. Could have moved this off the traitors because you're both like, spoiler. Is Venezuela Fury.
Yeah.
First time we've mentioned her here, I think.
Yes, she's Sweet 16, the daughter of Tyson Fury, boxing champ, and Paris Fury, who is also a fabulous favourite. And I actually saw Paris this week too. It's been a big week for me and the Furies.
Big week for the Furies.
It really has.
This is her Showbiz Fix debut. Tell us all about Venezuela Fury.
So maybe about a month or so ago, I went up to Morecambe where they live. If you've watched the At Home with the Furies, you'll know they live in Morecambe Bay. It is Tyson Fury's favourite place in the world. It's actually quite nice. Every time I've been up there, it's been very sunny. And yeah, we interviewed her for her first ever interview, her first ever cover, because she was turning 16, but she also just got engaged. So she's young. She's young, yeah. But she's not going to get married. So I did speak to Paris this week. She can't get married till she's 18. So it's going to be a long engagement. But she's very happy. Noah Price popped the question at her sweet 16th humongous ring. And yeah, really, like she was really happy. Paris was a bit like, oh my God, I was shaking when he proposed. But Tyson loved it. He went and asked Tyson's permission. I mean, I wouldn't fancy going to Tyson Fury and be like, here, can I marry your daughter?
No.
So he was shaking with palpitations. He was so stressed.
Yeah, oh my God, I bet. A lot of people had opinions about this, didn't they, because of her age. But obviously they are, you know.
They're travellers.
Yeah.
And to be fair, in the travelling community, you do get married younger.
Yeah.
And she, like Paris was, I think, 17 when she got engaged to Tyson. She's 35 now. They're still together, still very happy. And it is young. And I did laugh when I interviewed her about it. I said, oh, did you know? And she said, when he first started dating me, he said he was going to marry me. And like, as soon as we met, and I said, did you think that? She goes, yeah, well, when you know, you know. And I was like, you're 16. What do you know about anything?
Like, honestly.
God, I fell over the hill. Do you know what I mean right now?
She did shame me she just said, are you married? And I was like, no,
But
souls.
just thinking about my boyfriend that I had when I was 16, James Moss, that was in a pop punk band. And I don't even know what he's doing now. I'm sure he's a lovely man. But no, I just, that's not that's the one for now, but wish them well.
Wish them well.
Wish them well. And they'll prove us wrong probably because look at Paris and Tyson.
Exactly. And you know what? She was a great cover star. She looked brilliant. It was I think it's just really interesting because I guess they're not traditional celebrities. They've got quite a different life to us. You know, she left school at 11 and was homeschooled. And I think it's quite interesting, an interesting insight into traveller world, which I don't know a huge amount about. I think that's why she's so popular.
They're presumably going to get some sort of like...
Can you imagine that wedding there? That'll be huge.
Yeah, they're going to get some sort of wedding fly on the wall show though, right?
There have been offers put on the table, which she's interested in. I mean, She has the same manager as Princess Andre. So I could see a sort of Princess Andre style show.
Ooh.
I mean, she loves her TikTok. She loves her dances.
Yeah.
She's very glamorous. I was looking at a video of her at the weekend and she had a giant Chanel handbag. And I was like, that's nice.
That's not a fake from Morocco,
say,
is
That's
it?
not, no.
Is it fakey? Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Do you think that it will more likely feature on, another series of At Home with the Furies or anything like that?
Well, it definitely will. Netflix were, when we did the interview, Netflix were there. I might make my little Netflix debut on there, but also they did film the engagement. They've been filming everything. So I think it'll be due out next year, series 2. So we will get to see her get engaged on the show.
Is that a Showbiz Fix exclusive?
I
Say yes.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's,
I love that though, because I think that everyone's going to be completely fascinated by this wedding.
Oh, completely. Now, the thing is, Paris did say, when I saw her during the week, that her and Venezuela's tastes are quite different. And where she would like a big, giant wedding, she thought that maybe Venezuela would go for something smaller.
Yeah.
But I mean, she told me her 16th birthday was going to be quite small. And there was 300 people there. So maybe her definition of small is kind of different to what we think small
Do you
is.
know where her name came from, by the way? Because I find that I've never heard of her, Venezuela.
Well, it's a country.
No, I know. Oh, is that where she was conceived?
I don't know, actually. I don't think, I
is
would
it
have
Brooklyn?
thought so.
Yeah,
I would have thought it was a Brooklyn Beckham situ.
Oh, brilliant. I am fascinated by how this family, full stop. But the Furies, I feel like more and more we're seeing from them, because obviously Tommy's just had his documentary series on BBC, and The Sun had an exclusive that another series of that is coming. And obviously Molly-Mae is all over Prime Video.
Well, weirdly, the day I saw Paris last week, because she was launching her collagen, I also saw Molly-Mae. Honestly, I was full of the Furies last week. Full of fury with the Furies.
What did you think of the Molly-Mae series?
Do you know what? I described it as perfect TV to fall asleep to, which people thought was quite insulting. But I didn't mean it like that. It's quite calm. It's very white. And just like, and I just was watching going, oh, that's quite relaxing. It reminds me of the Kardashians, the aesthetic, but also nothing really happens.
So this is my feeling on all of Molly-Mae's TV work. When someone gives you nothing, when they give you something, it feels like everything.
Yes.
And Molly-Mae was always just lovely little squares and YouTube videos. It was always so controlled. So this felt like a whole new kind of Molly. But like you say, when you dig in, there isn't that much there.
I just think, like, I've not watched it because I've been busy, but like the clips I've seen online, she comes across so rude. Like, I'm not her biggest fan of like some of the people around her, but she just comes across as rude to them. Like the clips I've seen, I'm like, what? Like, just like pipe down, love. Do you know what I mean?
She was clearly quite stressed, that L'Oreal bit, and she was a bit stroppy and divish.
Well, there was a scene about, I don't know what she's doing. She's trying to get a pizza and get out of the house or something. I don't know. But she's just being rude on the phone to her team. Like, and I just think, like, I know things are high pressure and you don't want a camera with me because I've snapped at Flick many times. But, like, it's just, in a way, you could say it's good she's kept it in because it's showing the real her.
Yeah.
But maybe check yourself.
I was because I was on Holly Bob's, haven't mentioned it, don't know if you know. Was more just seeing the chatter about it online, so sort of seeing it through a lens. And one of the things that I thought was interesting is there were some accusations of fakery around a couple of the situations. You know, is this all set up for the camera? And one in particular was where she said that her social media girl had quit, but in it they said that she had 2 days to pull together all of the social content. Now, having just admitted that most of Maybe's sales come from social media, they only put 2 days in the schedule to create all of that content for the launch. And Molly knows about social media. So I was just a bit like, I don't think this is quite true here. You've changed the timeline on this to add drama. And this is what I wonder about these angry scenes.
Probably there's no drama, probably. Like, I think she's probably quite beige and boring, if I'm honest. I think she probably likes that. I think that, I don't mean that as a nasty let's mock away. I think she probably likes being beige and boring.
I think I would sort of agree. And there was another bit, she went to Wales on a trip with a girls' trip, which even that was weird. It was the launch of Tommy's show. She's off in Wales. Why? But anyway, she was meant to film some content and then she was on the phone to Fran going, oh, I haven't brought the thing I need to film with. I'm like, this is your job. Like,
Fran, her manager, Fran,
her manager shouting at her going, and she was ignoring her call stuff. And I'm like, you're not giving professional.
Yeah, that's the clip that I've seen. I just think, what?
Yeah, I think there's quite a bit of it which is, constructed for entertainment purposes, as we know. Did you know that we were almost on Molly-Mae Behind It All?
No, why?
Showbiz Fix was almost on it. So I don't know whether you...
What did we say?
I don't know whether you remember. It was when she made the comments around how
she never has fun.
She never has fun.
Yes.
And I'd said, Molly, you've got lots of time, lots of money. Please go have some fun. And they wanted to use the clip of us talking about that as part of a sort of diving into how Molly had dealt with sort of conflict that summer and all that kind of thing. And I don't think we ended up going ahead with it. And instead, I think they used some TikTokers talking about her instead, which was probably a wise decision because people care much more what TikTokers say than a little old Showbiz Fix. But I was like, oh, we were almost on Prime Video.
So she's watching.
Yeah.
But it's all right because you're going to be on at Home with the Furies.
Well, exactly.
What are we going to be on?
I don't know, babes.
There's a joke there, but I'll leave it.
It'll be all right on the night or something. Jack, you've been busy in the world of music this week, away from telly.
Oh, yeah. So
Who you been chatting to?
I had a casual phone call with Nicole Scherzinger yesterday.
Oh!
I was working from home. I was in my slippers. Basically, it was all around her Royal Albert Hall show, which was actually a couple of weeks ago. But then she had to fly to New York, do a show out there. She's been like back to back. So in Saturday's paper, we're going to do a big chat with her. But she's very keen, separately to stress. There's been quite a lot of backlash about her being late and just a bit of tardiness, really, for the show. And I think Hannah on Showbiz Fix, I think she maybe ripped on you on a little bit. But
Did she bin her?
She binned her, yeah. Oh. But she wanted to, Nicole was saying to me that she was like horrified. Like, and do you know what? I'm not a PR, so caveat that strongly. I'm not trying to like spin this for her. She did seem genuinely like upset and genuine.
Why was she so late?
Well, so she says to me that she honestly believed her time was 8 p.m. to go on stage. Everyone else was told 7:30 start. So then, therefore, the venue put people in their seats for like 20 past, because they do that when the bars close and all the rest of it. So she admits, she was 15 minutes late, but she was saying that they only got into the hall that day. She hadn't got to practice with her orchestra. She had a big full orchestra.
Right.
Hadn't got to practice with them. But her main point really was that she wanted to thank everyone. And like, it was really sweet. Like, she was like, can you tell them? I was like, yeah. She's like, she wanted to thank fans for sort of understanding and bearing with her. She said she understands why people were annoyed, because she was like, I'd be annoyed too. But she was like, I want people to know that like, I wasn't just sat twiddling my thumbs. She was running around. I mean, she says running around.
She was busy taking some pictures for Instagram.
She was taking some photos. But I think she did get ripped really hard for it. And I think maybe she should have put out a statement at the time, or...
Yeah, maybe.
I said to her, like, why didn't you say something on stage? And she said she didn't know until she came off stage. She knew she was 15 minutes late, but she didn't realise she was 45 minutes late.
People were annoyed that night. I saw it all over the socials. And, you know, Royal Albert Hall's hard to get home from. I'll be getting out of there at 11 o'clock
and it was a great gig when she was on stage. I loved it. But I mean, I was a bit
What was it in aid of? Is she marking...
It's just a one-off special show. Like, it's always been a dream to the Royal Albert Hall.
She is an amazing singer.
It's been filmed as well, but it's not been filmed for like Netflix or ITV. She just filmed it herself.
Yet.
I'm sure it's going to get sold somewhere, isn't it? HBO or something, but...
Love Nicole Scherzinger. And my favourite video of her on X Factor, I don't know if you remember it, is when she was in the final with, I think it was Jermaine, and her microphone wasn't working, and she grabbed the mic, like, I love it. I watch it all the time.
A true diva.
Go look it up.
She called me from the airport. Yeah. And I was like, oh, baby, you in like a nice lounge somewhere? And she was like, yeah, I'm in a nice lounge. And then she goes, I'm just going to take you to the plane. It's like she was on the phone walking and talking. I'm thinking, you're not getting on the planes that I get on, love. Like, we're in a Wetherspoons, quick app, get a quick pint. And so I don't know what plane she was on, but yeah.
A PJ.
She's getting on her jet.
I reckon it might have been a PJ, yeah.
That's hilarious.
But bless her, she seemed genuine. And do you know what? Give her the benefit of the doubt, in my opinion.
You know, Nicole Scherzinger doesn't strike me as the kind of person that wears a watch either.
I feel like she's a bit Mariah, like doesn't believe in time.
It's a social construct.
But also, how late was she actually? About half an hour?
No, well, it was 45 minutes, but this is the point. Half an hour she didn't know, because she's saying that all of her other shows were 8 o'clock.
Right.
So she admits to the 15 minutes, but she was like, because I had to do meet and greets, I had to do this, I had to do that. Yeah, it was not great, but I wanted to give you a good show.
I'm not sure I'm letting her away with
I'll let her off.
I think if you're going to the Royal Albert Hall to watch Nicole Scherzinger, you're a fan.
Yeah.
And what like, really, what's 45 minutes?
If the bars were closed, can I
They
get a
weren't.
drink?
Bars were open.
Bars were open, so I
Bare
could get a
bars
drink.
were
Okay,
open.
as long as you could get a drink.
I had a few glasses of champagne when I was probably Prosecco, but when I was waiting.
Okay.
Shall I tell you who else had a few glasses of champagne yesterday? Kelly Allen.
R. Kelly.
But it was for good reason.
It was.
Because
So I was invited to the very swanky London Press Club lunch with some other people from The Sun, and we had some wins.
Yeah.
Clemmy Moody was
Our gal.
show business reporter of the year, and Stephen Moyes was reporter of the year. So like, well done us, yay!
absolutely deserving of some champagne.
So we had quite a bit of champagne. I didn't win anything, wasn't nominated, but absolutely won the prize for drinking the most champagne.
You were Miss Congeniality,
I was.
which is, I think, the best one to
I
be.
brought the fun. I like to think I brought the laws. It was
Essential.
really nice, and I'm really proud of them both. They both work incredibly hard, and yeah, I mean, Clemmy did say it's a team effort. It's not just her. Everyone. She thanked the whole team, so we should have a little.
She thanked the subs, and do you know what? I can relate
did.
to that. So yeah.
She did. She thanked the subs for keeping us out of trouble.
Yeah, we love the subs. They're the people who obviously check all our work, check all the legals,
Fix my typos.
fix the typos. So we love them, definitely. Well, we should binge the subs then, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Really, yeah. They're
What
like
are you
that.
What are you binging and binging, Kelly?
So I am binging Mrs. Hinch. So little Showbiz Fixed exclusive. Next week on the Front of Fabulous cover, the cover is Mrs. Hinch, cleaning influencer, first interview in 5 years.
I was going to say, I feel like she went away.
She did. She talks about that where she's been. Her dad passed away nearly 2 years ago, and she took a little bit of time out and stepped back. But she is back. She's got an amazing new book. It's a kid's book. It's really cute. It's all about her and her family. The illustrations are beautiful if you've got kids. But yeah, it was really interesting. We talked a lot about grief. She's been diagnosed autistic. One of her sons is autistic. We had a chat about cleaning. My most favorite thing she told me, which I will reveal, is sometimes she doesn't put her dishes in the dishwasher before she goes to bed. I love it. There's times where I'm like, I bet Mrs. Hinch wouldn't leave her kitchen in such disarray. Sometimes she does.
Label,
I
label
guess-
queen.
I guess if it's your job to be tidy, but hey, life's short. What are you binging?
I'm binning the Amber Davies hate. I love Strictly. And I really love Amber Davies. I met her before she went on Love Island. You know, she's of the iconic series with Olivia Attwood. Still friends with her, which I think is a good sign when people are still friends. And she's got this sort of back. I mean, it always happens for having dancing experience. She's a drama school girl. She's done the West End. But it's her dream. And I just think, why are we being mean to people for wanting to be good? And I think if everyone was a bit rubbish, it wouldn't be that good. Like, what I like watching is the really, really good dancers.
I think as well, there's a lot of people on the series this year with experience, but it's Amber, funnily enough, the woman that's getting the biggest hate for it. So
That's what I do feel. I feel a bit like it's not really fair on her. And she came in late, and that's the thing. They couldn't just bring in like somebody who had no experience.
I think she's lovely as well. Every time I met her, she's great. But like, she's very experienced. There's experience, then there's experience, and she.
Well, she's not Ashley Roberts. I mean, Ashley Roberts was literally in a dance troupe.
I mean, that's also ridiculous as well, you're right.
we could spend about an hour talking about people who've been experienced on Strictly. I love it. As I always say, I don't want to watch Strictly Come Journey. So, Jackie, what you been in?
Been in Lily Allen. Because, right, I like some of Lily Allen's, well, a lot of her music actually. It's great. But famously, she's very sort of like anti-press and don't talk about my personal life. Fine, do you know what? I respect that. And that's the thing. Her new album, all about a breakup of her marriage. And there's a few of the details that I've seen that we're going to reveal in the next few days in the paper. Really quite intimate.
Can I counter this though, Jack, just for debate's sake?
Go on then.
Taylor Swift, famously private, writes songs about her.
I've never seen
relationship
Taylor
all the
Swift
time.
moan about, like, actively moan.
She's never moaned about intrusion.
Lily Allen actively moans, and some of the details that are on this album that you'll see
When are we going to find out these details?
Friday.
Oh,
So not long to go. And it's just, I just think hypocrite.
okay, fair enough.
Pot kettle.
Binge.
The Westlife reunion.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, yes, girls.
When you're looking like that.
So they're doing the Royal Albert Hall, or 2 nights actually, next week.
Now we're on a little date.
Me
We're
and
going
Kelly
together.
on a date night.
Yeah, to see Westlife.
That should be great. And also, I don't know if you've seen on socials, all their sort of old performances have come up. And I didn't realise they do like ABBA. And
yeah.
like,
Grease.
Grease. It's giving gay rights. Like, I know obviously they're not, but like, it's fabulous. So I'm genuinely really excited for that.
They love a mega mix.
Yeah, and they're just clearly a good laugh. Like, I've only met them once, and in the photo with them, I'm wearing a bright top and it looked like a bin man. But hopefully next time I won't wear bin man. But
Yeah, you need to wear a suit.
Do you reckon?
As a lover of all things Irish, I am a big fan of Westlife. They came and sang at my school.
Did they?
Yes, they were called Westside then. They had to change their names.
Oh, back in the day when pop bands used to tour the school.
They never happened to Belfast, but they did come to
Are
our
they a
school.
Louis Walsh creation?
They are a Louis Walsh. And actually, Ronan, I think, was weirdly involved with them to begin with.
Yeah, he was. A
Which
bit
one,
like,
which one was Colin Farrell that never...
That was Boysen.
Oh, but okay.
Look, she's
She
the
knows.
oracle.
I am the oracle of Irish. But Westlife are... I don't know if you've watched the new series of Blue Lights, but in it, one of the policemen's talking about how much he loves Westlife, and he's like, their songs are stone cold bangers, and it's absolutely true. Every song's an absolute hit.
I like him. Got a lot of time for him.
Well, that's why you're binging them.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
My binge is a similar sort of vibe in the boy band 90s love. That remix of Backstreet Boys and Taylor Swift, so it's Backstreet's Back and Elizabeth Taylor, is a stone cold banger. And what I particularly love is that AJ from Backstreet Boys did a TikTok to the song, and Taylor's commented
I feel
saying,
like it could, yeah.
OMG, hi AJ. And Taylor always responds to what the fans want. So I'm hoping that she's going to, first of all, really properly credit and support the amazing DJ that made this mix, who I believe was just an independent gal in their
think so, yeah.
kitchen who put it on SoundCloud. And I'm hoping that Taylor and Backstreet Boys are going to make this happen in a proper way and really support this girlie, because I'm obsessed with it. I need to be out in a club with a Wicked dancing to that song.
Yeah.
I'm binning, speaking of being out with a Wicked, did you see that amazing outfit that I never can say his name right, Alexander Skarsgård, the amazing outfit he wore? I love a halter. He had his shoulders out.
Oh, I have seen that. I didn't know who he was.
People have been so mean about it. And I just think,
It's giving fashion.
if the man wants to pop a shoulder, let him pop a shoulder.
You love popping a shoulder.
I
It was
know.
giving St. Trinian's a bit, but like, I'm kind of here for it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a bit of sexy schoolgirl, is there?
There's not.
I know. Right, well, that's your Showbiz Fix for this week. Remember to leave your comments for us down below, and don't forget you can subscribe to us on YouTube so you don't miss your weekly Showbiz Fix. And you can hear us wherever you get your podcasts. See you next week.